Yes, guys, what's going on? Welcome to AdamMcKola TV. I'm back. And some might say Man United are back too. 4-1 today against Istanbul Basaksehir. And we have 1 foot in the next round. But it's not quite sewn up yet because we've got some difficult games coming up. PSG come to Old Trafford. They beat us at Old Trafford last time they were there. And we, of course, have to go to Nagelsmann's RB Leipzig. Although we beat them 5-0 at Old Trafford, and I'm sure that will give us confidence. But 9 points out of 12 means we've made a very good start to life. But that defeat in Istanbul means that it's not quite sewn up just yet. But it's all in our hands. And at the start of this group, when everyone was calling it the group of death, the group of this, the group of that, we've done quite well to be where we are at this moment in time. And we need to keep going. No other team, apart from Barcelona, has scored more goals than Manchester United so far in this Champions League, which makes a difference considering in the Premier League we've been struggling a little bit. Our form in the Champions League, excluding that game against Istanbul, has been pretty good. Obviously, it's a small sample size of games, but nevertheless, it's been very good against some very good opposition. Today, the opposition quite weren't at the Leipzig level or the PSG level, or even Istanbul Basaksehir in their own backyard level. But I feel that was down to the way Manchester United started this game. We got out the blocks quick. And when you look at the team that started, some might say it's one of our strongest lineups. Obviously, today we had no Paul Pogba, who was injured with an ankle injury, but he's been out of form. You know what I mean? He hasn't been starting games for us anyway. So when you looked at the team, you thought this is a pretty strong team. Martial, Cavani, Rashford up top, with Rashford and Martial on the left and right wings respectively. And then, of course, you had in that midfield area, in what looked like a midfield three, although Bruno was getting a lot closer to the strikers, you had Fred, Donny van der Beek and Bruno just ahead of him. In the defence, we had Alex Telles, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof and Maguire. Lindelof went off quite early for Axel Tuanzebe. Hopefully it was because we had the game wrapped up. He did have a little knock for Sweden and he played through that against West Brom and such, but hopefully it's nothing too seriously. Aaron Wan-Bissaka as well got substituted and went straight down the tunnel. Hopefully nothing too serious for him because those guys have come into real good form recently. I think Lindelof's been our best defender in the last couple of months. I know he's had bad games in that period, but I think he's really come to the fore. Harry Maguire's improving, Aaron Wan-Bissaka's improving. And Alex Telles today was involved in 2 Manchester United goals, the first 2 goals for Manchester United. The first goal, incredible. Goal dirt skulls like. The cross comes in from Alex Telles. There is a little flicked on half clearance from an Istanbul player, but Bruno Fernandes catches it on the volley from 18 yards out and fizzes it straight past the goalkeeper. He tried to keep it out. He couldn't keep it out. There was way too much power on it. And that was 1-0 to Manchester United. And we breathed a huge sigh of relief at that point, but we still had to wrap the game up. And the goalkeeper gave us a great helping hand in that. Alex Telles whips one in. The goalkeeper can't keep a hold of it. He drops it straight at the feet of Bruno Fernandes, although during the watch-along I thought it was Rashford. Bruno Fernandes tucks it in. Now, we had Rashford playing on the right-hand side. Now, it's a position he rarely plays, obviously. Naturally plays on the left-hand side. But United, we don't have a right winger. We've brought Cavani, who can play number 9. We know Martial plays 9. He can drift out to the left. And Rashford today showed that he can provide a decent outlet on that right-hand side. He obviously won a penalty. You could argue it was a little bit soft, but in my opinion, that is a penalty. It's a foul. It's given if it's a free kick. You don't normally see him given as penalties. I thought it was the right decision to give that. He stepped up and took the penalty. We all thought Bruno Fernandes is going to get his first Man United hat-trick, but he and Rashford had agreed after the West Bromwich Albion game that Rashford would be taking penalties. And I'm glad they didn't go back on that because, you know, you normally see when they go back on a decision, the penalty is missed. You know, you don't want to see Bruno Fernandes missing a penalty. He probably would have scored it, got his hat-trick, but nevertheless, he let Rashford step up. And for a brief amount of time, Rashford was joint top goal scorer in the Champions League, but Erling Haaland got another one, as he does, the absolute goal machine, and has gone just ahead of him. But nevertheless, some good return from Marcus Rashford. And we've had some good return from our strikers in the Champions League. Obviously, Bruno Fernandes is not a striker, but he got goals today. He's one of our attacking outlets. Martial's got 2 in 4 games in the Champions League, and Rashford's got 4 in 4 games in the Champions League. So in terms of our goal scorers, our outlets, they're getting goals under their belts. And I thought Cavani had an important 90 minutes under his belt today too. There were still moments where you could tell he's not quite at the races. He's not quite got his full fitness or his full sharpness. Some of his crosses that he hit were over-hit or under-hit. But generally speaking, he's getting there. Do you know what I mean? He's mixing up with his players. He's getting the passing and the movement going with his teammates as well. And Edinson Cavani's looking like a handful for Manchester United, and it's great to have that kind of option. I think this is something that we can use in some games, you know, where we need to go for the goals a little bit and play Cavani, Martial and Rashford, but also having to be able to bring Cavani off the bench or even start him ahead of Martial at times or ahead of whoever when they're out of form is a great option to have for Manchester United as well. So really good to see Cavani's continuing improvement as a Manchester United player. And today, for me, whilst the man of the match was Bruno Fernandes, who I think is slowly or has become quite possibly the best midfielder in the world, the best player in his position. Would you swap him for anybody right now? When you look at the goals that he's bringing, the assists he's bringing, I think he's played 35 games for Man United, 21 goals, 15 assists, that's 36 goal contributions. In 35 games, that's more goal contributions than he has played games for Manchester United. It's absolutely ridiculous. Now, look, some people like to focus on the fact that, oh, he scored penalties, oh, he misses a lot of chances. But look, Bruno Fernandes has come in and he's dragged the levels up. He's come in, he's dragging those players up around him and he's delivering on the pitch in a new league for Manchester United. And when you look at the form that he had for Sporting Lisbon as well, this guy right now, currently best man in his position, wouldn't swap him for anybody at all. Bruno is the guy. But for me today, I was really pleased about Van der Beek and what he brought to the team, because what we saw from Donny van der Beek was someone that was able to bring the ball out from that midfield position a little bit deep lying, had the intelligence of the pass or the space or the movement or bringing others into him. And what we saw today was when Bruno Fernandes added back to goal, the likes of Donny van der Beek, Fred, were getting close to him. How many times do we see our midfield two, if it's Fred, McTominay or whoever, being so far away from Bruno Fernandes or disjointed? Pogba will go and then Fred or McTominay will stay and it's just all over the gaff. Today, we saw a much more functional midfield, and Donny van der Beek was key in that because his passing is excellent, his intelligence, his movement, his manipulation of space, his popping up in different positions, his ability to play the simple pass at the right time. For me, Donny van der Beek was really impressive today. And whilst I think, yes, he lacks some certain aspects that you probably want a number 6 to have when they play there in the Premier League, he makes up for it in intelligence and passing ability. And it was an excellent performance from him today. Now, I've not been one of those that will get on his back because he hasn't played much football. But I'd like to see more of Donny van der Beek going forward because I believe he has settled into the team by now and quite well. And with Paul Pogba out injured, this is the time, right? This is why we bought him. This is why we bought him. So, yeah, lovely stuff from Donny van der Beek today. And it was great to see Mason Greenwood come on, get an assist. Daniel James come on, get a goal as well because their confidence would have needed that. It's a shame Martial didn't score today, but hopefully he's saving a goal for Sunday against Southampton because, look, the goals are coming for him in the Champions League. 2 in 4 is fine. We need them goals to start coming in the Premier League. So I'm sure if he could have picked the game to score in, he would have picked Sunday. But, yeah, interesting game for Manchester United today. A good performance, generally speaking. There were parts where we fell off, but I thought we had got ourselves into a luxurious position to be able to do that. Do you know what I mean? To be able to take a few players off, rest a few legs, and maybe have a little bit of complacency because everybody's looking to score. That happens, but we put ourselves in that position. We got the 3 points, and now we're one step closer to qualification. Now, there's still a scenario that could see us end up in the Europa League, so we can't get too carried away. But that was quality stuff from Manchester United today. Really happy to see that, and hopefully we see more going forward. So, guys, let us know your thoughts in those comments below. Make sure you like and comment and share and subscribe. My man of the match is obviously Bruno Fernandes. But shout outs to Alex Telles, Donny van der Beek as well. I thought they were pretty good today. And of course, well done to the Reds because 3 wins out of 4. I know we're disappointed about that game in Istanbul, but 3 wins out of 4 in the group of death. It's not bad at all. And we've got good form in the Champions League as our goals are showing and as the results are showing as well, if you exclude that Istanbul game. So there you have it, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like and comment and share and subscribing. There's going to be a few changes on AdamMcKola TV. Loads more content coming, but there's going to be a few changes in the kind of, I'm going to be doing more stuff, more collabs, all that stuff. But keep it locked. Loads of things coming. Like, comment, share, subscribe. For now, I've been AdamMcKola. Head over to Stretford Paddock and check out the other stuff. I'm out of here.